Stories continue to echo from inside the Beltway around the country.
And joining us now to touch on a few of those issues is CBS News Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane. Scott, we always appreciate the time. Let's start first by talking about the looming federal government shutdown. What is the latest on that?
So much of this seems inevitable now, not just a risk, but a likelihood. The deadline is Tuesday. They have to have a deal to keep the government open by Tuesday night. And it's not that they're not making progress in negotiations. They are not negotiating. There are not conversations underway between the Democrats and the Republicans, the president and congressional leaders, Chuck Schumer and President Trump. The conversations have been cut off, and the president canceled his meeting with Senator Schumer from earlier this week. Both sides seem to be positioning for winning politically during a shutdown, which feels like it could begin as early as Wednesday with no negotiations in advance.
We know 7 Democrats have to side with the Republicans on this one. What have the Democrats been asking for? What are you hearing in Washington?
Yeah, Republicans, to be clear, are arguing just to keep spending exactly the way it is now and just extend it by a month or two with no change. Democrats are arguing that if you do that, you put health care in danger for any number of people. Senator Schumer's been emphasizing what that could do in New York, what that could do in our area. And they're also arguing that the president can't be trusted to keep all the money they agree to spend in any compromise deal, because the president has done something called rescissions, taking back money that's been approved and ending the programs that are being funded. So there's an issue of trust, there's an issue of health care, but the biggest issue is they are not talking, and you don't cut a deal when you're home by yourself, not talking to the other side.
And what are you seeing in terms of real job cuts or funding shortfalls? What are you seeing in terms of your reporting on that?
Well, let's go into the local area first. The VA hospital stays open. You still get your health care. The Postal Service still delivers your mail. They're not funded by taxpayers per se. And the FAA is still working at our airport to keep the flights clear. And you can still cross the border into Canada, and they can come back down to visit us. But so many things do get idled. You lose federal workers who work in downtown Buffalo. You lose federal office holders who go to federal complexes to do the people's business. And those workers go without paychecks during the course of the impasse, and services slow. National parks close, historic sites close. Lots of things domino then into the greater economy.
Former FBI Director James Comey, going to another topic here, Scott. He has been indicted. What is he facing tonight?
2 federal charges: false statements and obstruction, according to the Department of Justice, in connection to some congressional testimony he gave 5 years ago to the U.S. Senate. He'll be arraigned October 9th. He has proclaimed his innocence. He has said he's looking forward to trial to prove his case. But in the meantime, he's going to incur legal expenses. He's going to be in the headlines. He'll have to walk into a courtroom and face a judge, a former FBI director. It's going to be a spectacle. And I should close by saying the president earlier today says he predicts more of his one-time political opponents will face charges soon, too.
Thank you, Scott. We appreciate you joining us.